Welcome back. It's your boy Critique, the man's critic, and this is Dark Corner Divers, where we scour the internet for the known and unknown, finding things that normally, that we overlook, man, while we're doing everyday things. I hope you as weird as me, a weirdiac, and like to find weird and strange and unusual things because there are things out there that we should be knowing about that we actually don't know. It's caring about our business as usual. Again, thank you for coming. You could have spent your time anywhere with anybody, but you decided to spend your time with me. And for that, I'm truly appreciative. Come on in, look around, comment, like, subscribe. I'm not going to even ask you because if you really truly fuck with me, you'll do it already. You would have done it already. Correct English. But anyway, we're going to look at these UFO sightings and things that are going on across the internet. I mean, across the world, well, off of the internet. Okay.
That by now you've heard that something earth-shattering, something ominous is happening in 2027. Everybody's talking about it. Well, Ross Coulthart just said something in a recent interview, and it's concerning. And he wasn't being dramatic. He says that we're on borrowed time. Let that sink in.
Everybody's telling me we're on borrowed time. And I cannot begin to emphasize how serious a look I get.
So he claims that multiple high-level sources, people under national security oaths, are warning that something is coming, something that could shift the world as we know it by around 2027. Not maybe, not someday, but it's a deadline, a countdown, and it's already started. He doesn't say that aliens are landing on the White House lawn, but there is urgency and it's real. And the people he's talking to, intelligence officials, defense contractors, and insiders, they're not prone to fantasy. Some think it's full disclosure, UFO topic. Others whisper about some sort of event, one that we're not ready for. So, well, I'm sure that by now you've heard that something earth-shattering, something ominous is happening.
Okay. So there's something coming. All they've been saying that I've been hearing that for quite some time now, as far as this at the beginning of the year, end of last year. So hopefully it's something good, whatever is coming. Um, yeah, we're gonna see. It gotta come out. They're talking about it. Well, I hope it does come out. I hope it brings us to the forefront of knowing things that we should know. Ah, government hiding too much. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, folks. I don't know what it is. My vision at this old age, my vision is off, but looks pretty good to me. Whatever it is, we'll find out.
Brazil just made an absolute boss move in UFO transparency and dropped the receipts on nearly 900 UFO cases. This is huge. So on May 31st, Brazil's National Archives released 893 UFO cases to be exact to the public. We're talking about sightings from 1952 all the way up to 2023, complete with photos, audio recordings, witness drawings, detailed official reports. The files were originally set to drop on June 13th, but they went live early with no warning. And there's some seriously amazing stuff inside. So I've only cracked into it just a touch, and already it's mind-blowing. It talks about cases like the 1977 Colares incident, where locals were reportedly injured by beams of light coming from low-flying UFOs. It was so intense that the Brazilian military launched Operacio Prato, Operation Saucer, to investigate. There's also the 1986 Night of the UFOs, where 21 objects were spotted across southern Brazil, tracked on radar and chased by Air Force jets. So if you want to check.
Okay. Well, we're getting good news. There's Brazil releasing some UFO documents. So hopefully all the governments will start doing that so we get in the know. And they start collaborating so we can do something about this. Because it got to be a security threat. But I think if they were going to do something as far as the, the extraterrestrials and everything, they would have done something by now. Because, of course, they got more firepower and better firepower than we got. So why not? But they haven't. So there's something going on that we don't know nothing about. But on to the next.
Exciting update. So former CIA agent John Ramirez, he went on a podcast recently and he basically said that he found a loophole within his non-disclosure agreement so that he could say beyond a shadow of a doubt, but it's TikTok, so for entertainment purposes only, it wasn't for entertainment purposes, that we have alien hybrids. And not only that, but the CIA tracks these alien hybrids, and they have been tracking these alien hybrids. So that is massive, and I'm so excited that it's coming out because it's I just feel like it's long past due that we stop all the secrecy. Like, we need to stop all the secrecy. It's ridiculous.
Government's involvement with human alien hybrids.
Yes.
Okay. From a credible source, you said.
Yes.
They know about the hybrids.
Yes.
I mean, gun to your head right now, you would say absolutely.
Absolutely. Yes.
They were able to collect DNA from aliens
John Ramirez, former CIA officer, 25-year career.
CIA had a program
to trace.
This is a really exciting update. So,
Well, somebody coming out about the hybrids and stuff like that. I wonder, can you comment in the chat if you think you ran by a hybrid? So let me tell you about my situation. So I went out to the trash can after I got off from work. It was the other night. It was last night, night before last. But anyway, so I'm gonna drop off some trash can. But I'm going out there and I'm by myself. So I got a lot of trash bags in my hand because I got trash bags out of every room and everything. So anyway, I got to the trash bin, and when I got to the trash bin, it's like a guy came up out of nowhere, and he was like, "Don't worry about it, I gotta help." But it was a young guy. He was an Indian in nature, not like an American Indian, but like what do you call it? Like is it East Indian, West Indian? You know what I'm saying. I'm not good at geography, so don't hold me to that. But those type of Indians, like the ones that be in the store that owns the stores, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, it's like he just came up out of nowhere. It's like, hey, let me help you out with that. No, I got it. No, let me help you out. Anyway, and then I just didn't pay no mind. But anyway, in the process of him helping me, it was like because at the time it was, I wanted some help, but I was just thinking about some help because I had a lot of trash bags there, and and I'm on my way going to the mailbox also. But anyway, 'cause I stay in a luxury apartment complex. I'm not big into houses because you pay property taxes on houses. Even though you have a house, you always pay property taxes on it. Now, wholesale houses for a living. I mean, well, for one stream of income. But as far as buying a house, not too big on that. Maybe one day maybe I'll change my mind or whatever. But selling them, yes. Buying them, no. I'd rather, do the luxury apartment experience thing. The only problem about that is just in case you might have a bad neighbors, but I'm all about sticking to myself. I don't know. Neighbors, stay out of my goddamn way. I don't bother nobody, so nobody don't bother me. And I gotta have too much stuff going on. But anyway, that's all off the subject. But back to it, like taking out like I was just thinking that, and then somebody just popped up, and then it was something I forgot what I was thinking about, and the thing that I was thinking about him taking out the trash, about him grabbing the trash from me or something, but it was something. No, during the process of when I'm selling, you know what I mean? Like over there in India, I guess, I sell over the phone a lot. Whether it's wholesaling buying and selling wholesaling houses over the phone, or actually at my job, or any other things, the number of other things that I do. What I find it real hard is when I talk to like people of Indian origin, they kind of are skeptical about buying anything. So in all of my 30 something years of selling, being a salesman, selling different products, different services, different things. I only had one cell tool in Indian. I'm like, oh, I'm West Indian, is that correct? But anyway, so and you talk to them always on the phone. They're so mean and so nasty and stuff like that. And of course, you're working for a company. You got to be polite. You let them do their thing because you don't want to make your company look bad, and you yourself don't want to come out bad. So take it with a grain of sand. But they get on there and be so nasty and so mean and stuff like that. And then you see all the scamming on TV. But I was thinking, and my mom was like, "No, wow." It's like this Indian guy just helped me, like out of nowhere. And I was thinking that. But it's like he was putting the thing in the trash can, but when the thought entered my mind, it's like he paused. You know what I'm saying? Like as soon as, because the trash can is right there and we're putting them in the trash, but when he went to live it up to put it in the trash, when I got that thought in my mind, he paused. And he just stopped. And then he continued on. And he put it in, my bad about doing that. But he just continued in and putting it in. So I went on ahead to the mailbox and everything. I ended up, after I came back from the mailbox, I ran across them and everything. So I thanked them again and everything. Asked them, because, I got access. So when somebody puts up for me, I do things like, I give homeless people money and stuff like that. So that's another video about something, but we're not even on that. Um, so I look out for people because God blesses me. So I bless people. And in turn, because he did that with me, I'm really looking to look out. So, but anyway, Pastor Bob, it's like, man, anything I can do, can I get a little time? Like, nah. You smoke? It's like, nah. Type of smoke I'm talking about. But anyway, and you can see my eyes though. But he just, he's like, no. I said, man, thank you. He said, yeah, you're welcome and everything. He kept looking. But when I got back to my apartment, I started thinking like, wow. Because, you see it and you hear about there are some alien species that can read your mind and stuff like that. So it's kind of, caught me off guard. So I was thinking, Anyway, enough of these. We just seeing all of this and these things don't come out, man. We're gonna end it here. I know we've been here just only a little while. I appreciate it. It's about time for me to get up and get ready to get about my day of earning and everything at work. So I'm glad you decided to spend your time with me because you could have spent it with anybody, anywhere, but you choose to spend it here with me, and for that, I'm truly appreciative. Again, it's your boy Critique, the Mass Critic. We're here in a dark corner, diaries. Man, thank you. Comment, like, subscribe. I'm not going to ask you because if you really fuck with me, you'll do it anyway. Anyway, next time we see each other, I'm going to holler at you.